Hello and welcome to Guru Grit. My name is Monica. This is a place for learning. If you're interested in knowing more about how to create your own life, your reality, be the best version of yourself and all the wonderful things that we teach here, then feel free to find me on TikTok and on other platforms, and yeah, let's just get better together. Let's get heavy with experience, as I like to say. So this video I have to dedicate somebody very, very special, my best friend who, speaking of being the best version of yourself, has inspired me to start running. So I went for my first run yesterday. It's 29 degrees Celsius, 63% humidity, I think, at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm so glad that I did because we had a horrible thunderstorm in the evening, so it wouldn't have happened. And I woke up this morning, my back sore, my lower back very sore, thighs, legs, and left foot sore. So, I mean, that would imply the grittiness of the Guru Grit, the importance to persevere and endure. So this is for you. So thank you so much for helping me be better every single day. So today, speaking of bettering something, let's discuss how to let go of something when you're particularly stuck on it. It's very, very hard for you. So for this video, the example that we're going to use is financial situations, because it's seemingly one of those things that's constantly in our lives. No matter what we do, money is somehow factored in. So let's assume you want to manifest more money, but thinking about money makes you feel awful. I've used the example before of opening your, bank statement or something and feeling physically sick. And I'm sure everybody's been there at some point. So let's consider, how can you manifest more money if thinking about money makes you feel very blue? First thing is, start where you are. Just start where you are, and then work out what you do and don't have and what's comfortable to think about and what isn't. So as we know, the more that you're happy for, the more reasons you find to be happy. So let's say you have part-time employment or contract employment. It's not full-time, it's not permanent, it's not necessarily stable, but it's something. And it's enough to pay your cell phone bill, it's enough to take care of your rent, it's enough to do some of the things that you like. A couple of hobbies, or maybe a Netflix account or something, some small thing that's just for you. Try to flow positive energy towards those things. Starting there is actually not that bad. The next thing I'm going to ask you to do is try to consider being thankful for the fact that you might have some kind of loan. This one's a bit rough, but consider it like this. If you go to grad school, if you want to get married, if you want to start a business, and you go to the bank and you take out a loan, there is something in that inherently that you should feel happy about, which is that that institution trusted your ability to pay them back. On some energetic level, they feel that you are competent enough to pay that money back plus interest, which is like a compliment because it's plus interest. So energetically, try to see your thinking that way, that something outside yourself actually thinks that you're good enough to make that much money to give it back one day. It's taking your promise very seriously. Now, we're not going to get into the legalities and the contract of it, but do you know what I mean? Energetically, that makes perfect sense. So that's a far jump to go from this to that. But day to day, if you wake up in the morning, do you drink the coffee that you like? How did it get there? Does it really matter? Actually, that happened last week. Somebody said, everybody starts small with manifesting, such as free things like free cups of coffee or signs, etc. And I don't care about getting free coffee. I can have all the coffee I like, but it lodged itself in my vibration because I heard it like 5 times in one day, and I had no resistance to it. And on the way to, I can't remember what I was doing, maybe filming or no. I was running errands. On the way to run errands, I had a strong urge to go to like a drive-through and order a coffee, and I thought, but why? I don't drink that much of it, and I already had one this morning. I didn't argue with my system. I said okay, and I went into the thing and I said, can I have a small iced coffee? I'm going to treat myself. When I got to the window to pay, the lady was laughing and she said, the car before you made a mistake on their order. They actually don't want it, so you can have a free large coffee. And she had this monstrous looking thing. I mean, I can't drink a large coffee. I won't sleep for 4 days. But it was just so funny to me, and I thought that's hilarious. But it was free. It wasn't a question of money. I like to laugh. I always say that my manifestations come in a way that make me laugh. So think of it. Do you do what you like every day? And what does it really cost you? Can you get it in a way that it doesn't cost you anything? Absolutely. So just start to imagine a bit more liberally. Usually when we consider money, we think of it as a conduit or like a catalyst to do all the things that we enjoy. But it's not necessary. Those things can just come to you. You can win a contest, you can be invited somewhere, you can be gifted something, etc. So, as an exercise, begin by going through your day and just thinking, okay, I'm going to text someone, I'm going to check an app on my phone. Oh, I pay that bill every month. And I can pay that bill every month. That's nice. I can pay my rent. That's nice. I don't have a lot left over, but that's not the point. The point is what you can do rather than what you can't do. So shift your mentality. If it really pains you, don't think about it at all. Now, that doesn't mean to be in denial and rack up debt by shopping and being reckless. No, there is such a thing as doing like a leap of faith or an act of faithfulness. But that's not for everyone all the time. You'll be able to feel it and you'll know. You're going to assert, I want a new job and I went and I bought a blazer, full price, and I got hired. It's like, but sometimes buying the blazer won't get you the job. It depends the energy that you do it from. The point is to try to enjoy your life as much as possible, because the reason you want the money is such that you could enjoy your life. But if you just enjoy your life now, then the money will come. Does that make sense? So consider that you say, I want to have more money so I can have more free time. So how are you utilizing your free time at the moment, first of all? And secondly, when you're working and you're not free, are you attending to your tasks in a tense, negative state with resentment, or are you doing them joyfully? Like, okay, well, this needs to be done. One day I'll be able to hire someone to help me with my garden and landscaping, etc. But until then, I'm really going to throw myself and immerse myself in the process and enjoy it. So whatever the case is. So before letting go, I would say financially, try to flip it. Now, if that hurts and you have to let it go, then look at what is going right in your life. Everybody is abundant in some way. Even a lack of abundance is an abundance of something. It's an abundance of disbelief, mistrust, or nothingness. We'll get to that in a later video, but even that doesn't make sense. It defies law. Because for someone to say, I have trust issues, I don't trust easily, means that you trust the fact. You trust that fact. And you're bonded to it, which means you actually are very trusting. So the same thing goes for this. Consider, what can you think about? What are you abundant in? Do you have a lot of friends? Do you have a lot of company? Do you have an abundance of good weather? Do you have an abundance of options? Can I go for a walk in this park? Go for a swim in that lake? Go for a run along that pier? Whatever it is. Find a way to fill your time by looking at what you do have rather than what you don't have. And that's when you'll slowly start to shift. Now, if these beliefs are deeply ingrained and they really do bug you, even the smallest thing bugs you, such as being invited to a birthday dinner and thinking, oh my goodness, I really can't foot the bill for that, then just think, well, I've got lots of friends. I have someone who actually wants to invite me. I want someone who actually wants to see me and spend time with me. And slowly climb yourself out of that hole energetically. You'll start to see abundance come in small ways. Don't use this as a way to discourage yourself. Just know that it's on the way when you see those little things. So I hope this helps. I hope this puts you in a better feeling state. Speaking of being better, I'm going to try running again today and keep getting better, only this time I'll stretch and be a little bit smarter about it. So by learning to let go, learn to look at what you want in a way that doesn't hurt you. If you can't do that, just look at what you do have in your life in general, and this is applicable in all things, be it love, money, health, opportunity, irrelevant. Look at what you do have, look at how it makes you feel, that's positive, and just flow your attention towards that. In the next video, I'm going to answer a very detailed question, which is quite nice, about what to do when you're manifesting. And your manifestation process is interrupted because something else commands your attention. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.